So, I guess we just discuss what we saw in the videos, right? Like that's the idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Some things that when you want to do, like there's only so many partner groups you can make or so many like reading groups you can make because they're like, I'm with this person again. Well, you were with the other person yesterday.
Right.
So,
Um, but it seemed to go pretty well. And my observation, it looked like the kids were really comfortable with each other and worked well in groups and partners, and
I
that. And you did a nice job of kind of mixing it up with the partner work and the group work and the board work. There's a lot of different activities that you had them doing in that little clip.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I really do have a great group of kids this year, and they like they like to mix it up. I can't have them doing one thing for too long. Um, and then it was nice to see like in your class because that is actually where my focus has been is high school
Mm.
and high school Spanish. And looking at it, it was very much a almost like go back in time for me because that is where I've done all my teaching until this year. I've never been in elementary before.
Wow, what a transition.
Yes, it's been completely different. It's been a whole new learning um, technique for me. But I liked in your room, your students have a lot of respect for you, and you
I
can
hope
see
so.
that. You can see that they do just from that video clip because at least in so I'm just trying to see here. I like your pods. I like your pods a lot. How it makes for very like group centered work. And I had actually started my desks like that this year
Hmm.
and then was like I couldn't keep it like that way, but I wanted to have those group pods like what you had. So
Hmm.
I ended up having to turn my desk just slightly because my students were struggling to see the board over one another.
Uh-huh.
So so the two desks, my desks are back to back like this, and then the other two are turned. So
Right.
that way, two are sideways towards the board, and the other two are facing the board.
Yep. Yep. That's a good way to do it.
So,
Um, we just did that actually a couple weeks ago, and
mm-hmm.
it's been fabulous. We used to have paired rows, so just rows of pairs, and you would kind of anytime there was collaborative work, you'd work with your elbow partner. Um,
Okay.
and it was fine, but the shift, we kind of did it to start our quarter three,
Mm-hmm.
kind of give the class a new feel, and it's been way better so far. Just having some of those, and then I have a couple rows. You can see kind of it's like this. I have four pods of four, and then I have some pods of three on the outside, and that's really nice because I have some kids who need to work by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for big chunks of the class. They have a really hard time staying focused when they're sitting next to peers, and so it allows people to kind of pop in and pop out of the pod. And like
As
one
they
day
do.
you can be okay, you need to sit, outside of the central pods in the smaller group. Um,
That's nice though, because I mean that gives you your differentiation piece of it too for those students that need to come out.
yeah, right. Um,
I also oh sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I also like that you started your I'm guessing it was your objective or your main concept of the day with your essential question right on the board. The students knew right where they were going. They knew what the day's task was. Um, in fourth grade, I can't always do that because they're too focused. Like I have to guide them to that point. But I that's one of the things I really liked about high school is I could say, okay, this is where we're going. You kind of had
Mhm.
that roadmap. Whereas the roadmap I have in fourth grade is here's our plan for the day of what classes we're going to have when, but they can't quite handle individually in class of this is where we're going to end up.
Yeah, yeah. I was wondering if you posted that on your board, if you have your, um, like the objective of the lesson, if that lives on the board somewhere, or if it's.
Unfortunately, no, I do not put necessarily the objective of the board. Um, we have like classroom themes, I guess, like class, like such in writing right now.